Hola, hola, hola. Hello, my gorgeous darling. How is it going? How is it going? I don't know what I'm doing. So 7:36. I just watched oh my god, I can't speak. I just watched the previous video, and as I said at the end of the video, that we finished off at 7:36 or 7:46 or something like this. 7:30, 34, 36. Have absolutely no idea what we were talking about, right? Because I didn't listen to that girl as much, did I? Because I had so much to take, so much to share. Yeah, my thinking processes. Yeah, which is not the point, or is it the point? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, like this week, to be honest, like there is something in the air. Like the gravity is just really strong. I don't know what's going on. Actually, on Tuesday it was my birthday, and on that day I felt shit. But it always happens. If you remember from our memory box, when I was in the UK and it was my birthday, on that day I had the tonsillitis, like the worst tonsillitis I ever had. Last year on my birthday I had food poisoning. The year before that I was ill as well, and this year I was expecting the worst, to be honest, but it was just tiredness or like dizziness, or like just my body felt incredibly heavy. I don't know how to describe it. I just had a chat with one of my students actually, and she was like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I was like, yeah, like you're not ill or something. It's just like your body feels incredibly heavy. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like this weird feeling, and you're like about to faint and stuff like that. So that started on Tuesday. Now it's kind of like getting better, but still it's not ideal. It's just a bit weird. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but anyway, let's dive in, shall we?
They've got like a courses when you're cooking and you're pretty much speaking in English. Well, pretty much. Yeah, it's like, you know, speaking English.
Yeah, I'm talking about the where am I? So I'm talking about the language schools, and the fact that I was doing the research and I was checking out like some other language schools and some other teachers from my hometown, and I was comparing myself to them, obviously, because that's what you do, right? And I'm describing the language school where I worked actually, and they were doing these like cooking courses. And I also mentioned that, you know, when I started to work there, we had this like food festival thingies where it was also like cooking with English, which is a really beautiful concept, because it's not just like a classic lesson, it's more like fun, you know. You can you know, practice English in like, my brain is not functioning. Yeah, but you know, like cooking with English, yeah, that's what it is.
Cooking and stuff. And someone asked her about how to say like the word peel, like peel a potato or something. And she said, yeah, it's, you know, peel, it's B-E-A-L. Like she spelled it wrong, and she wrote it on the you know, blackboard or the whiteboard. But she spelled it wrong. Teacher of English, the owner of, you know, a language school, she like gave the students like the wrong word, or like she made a mistake. And at some point, like, I'm not judging or anything, like it's natural, but that's exactly like what gave me the feeling that, because I want to be perfect, and I feel like I have to be perfect, and I have to be like good enough, and I just can't make mistakes and stuff like that. And then just reassured me that, you know, is natural. Like I'm never gonna be perfect. Like it's you just can't be. Like it's, you know, the process. There is always, you know, something to learn. And although I, you know, would be an English teacher, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, I can't do mistakes and stuff like that. So I was feeling like really confident, because that's my problem though. The reason why I'm not like that, you know, excited to go there and apply for a job as an English teacher is like because I feel that I'm not good enough, that I can't like make it, like I'm shit pretty much. And that just, you know, that video reassured me that, you know, I might be like good enough. So I was on the phone with my mom and I was like, wow, I feel like really confident, because compared to her, obviously like her knowledge must be, you know, great, and she studied, maybe she's got like university and stuff. So, you know, the theory, like, you know, like her knowledge is probably much bigger than mine, but, you know, practically, like, she's...
What's wrong?
You know, not even close to my level. That's how I felt, like, and I'm not really like confident person, but in that moment I felt like, wow, I'm not afraid to apply for a job, because the second I, you know, open my mouth, they, you know, they might be impressed. But anyway,
Somebody is feeling confident, right? Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that mindset, because yeah, perfection doesn't exist, and whatever you do in life, like, you will never be perfect. You will make mistakes along the way, and you will be making mistakes forever. But it's difficult. It's really challenging, especially like when you want to, you know, apply for a job. And, you know, I think everybody has got that, right? Like you feel like you should not be making mistakes in any sort of like field, but the truth is that it's natural. It's natural, and everybody makes mistakes, and it's okay, and there is nothing wrong about it. There is nothing wrong about fucking things up. It's like you just have to learn from it and just do it better the next time, you know. But it's challenging to get into this mindset, you know, of like, you know, failing and doing the wrong thing, because we were taught in schools that, you know, that's not what you do. If there is a mistake in a test, it's wrong. It's wrong, and mistakes are not allowed. And I think just because we've been fed this approach like since our childhood, it's quite difficult, you know, like now to be like, oh, I made a mistake, yeah, but it doesn't matter, next time I'm not gonna do that. You know, like it's it's hard. It's hard, but now I've got this mindset of like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I said something wrong, I made a mistake, but whatever. It's like we are all humans, yeah. We are not robots, are we? Yeah.
yeah, I felt really confident, and I went to work, and a few hours later I, you know, discovered that, you know, I've got hemorrhoids. So again, even like with my ankle, when I broke my ankle, that was literally a day when everything was like sort of like sorted, because I was working at Lion and Lobster, and they cut my hours, and I was like struggling with money and with like a job. So I applied for another job, and that was the point when I started like at the hotel. But I didn't want to leave like Lion and Lobster in general, so I tried to manage all that together. And just because I was able to do morning shifts like at the hotel, I was like, well, yeah, I can be like part-time like at the Lobster. So I was full-time, yeah, in the hotel, part-time at the Lobster. So I did the morning shift in the hotel, and then I went to the afternoon shift like at the Lobster, and I was feeling like, wow, it's like...
I think I might be a little bit of workaholic, because this yeah like this was happening. And even before, like, I was working with my mum in her gardens, and I was working in a restaurant. And when I started to teach English, I was then I actually applied for another job in another hotel, because I needed some like stable income. And at that time I was teaching English, working in the hotel, and working with my mum in her gardens as well. I just cannot just chill. And even nowadays, like I don't have any other job, but I teach like 10, 11 hours per day. So I think I just don't know, like I should get some hobbies. Like I'm constantly complaining that I don't have that much time for my hobbies, or like, you know, to like exercise, or like, you know, play the piano, or, you know, like things like this, or just to see my friends. But it's my fault. It's my fault that, you know, I don't have that much time. And maybe I secretly don't want to. I just like being busy. Yeah, because when I'm like left alone, when I'm by myself, occasionally, you know, I can get to the shit land of, you know, negative thoughts and stuff like this. So I think like I always knew that, you know, being busy with something is good for my mental health. You know, not even like having any time to think about negative things, like not allowing myself to like feel or like overthink certain things, because if you are busy with so many things, like there is no space for some bullshit in your head, right? And to be honest, like those days when I'm not doing anything are the hardest ones, because then I've got enough time to overthink something and just to like bring myself down and stuff like that. So it's quite interesting that even like now I know that, and I'm fully aware of the fact that, you know, I need to have a program for every day, and I need to focus on those things that I want to be doing. Otherwise I'm gonna feel like a piece of poo-poo, and I'm gonna overthink everything that I do and realize that I'm a piece of shit and I fuck up everything. So I need to stay busy, and I've always had to, obviously. It's quite interesting to see that, to be honest, because it has always been like this. I just love being busy and doing things, yeah. But at the same time, I should have enough time for my hobbies and shit. We are working on it. We are working on it. Yeah.
Like I was a bit worried, obviously, because I, you know, needed a job, and I needed, you know, money and stuff, and everything was sorted, and I was able to keep like both. And I was like really happy that day, and I was just walking down the stairs, and then boom, smashed my leg and broke my ankle.
Yeah.
And even like the other day, I was really happy. The sun was shining. I was on the phone with my mum, and we were talking about how amazing everything was. And
sorry,
I think that was the point. Yeah, I either like threw up or just something went shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about the fact that every single time I tell myself that I'm happy, or everything goes well, or I just like feel a little bit of confidence, like something awful happens, it's like my happiness attracts some shit. And there was actually a fun quote that I saw. I actually shared it on Facebook after I broke my ankle, and it was like, you know, when you tell yourself that you're happy and the universe like hears it and is like, oh, you're happy, okay, wait a second, or something like this. I can't remember exactly what it was. And I think it's kind of true. So I'm genuinely like a bit scared of being happy, and I'm quite grateful that there are certain areas in my life where like it doesn't go very well, because then I keep the balance. Because like, for example, right now, like, you know, I've got my dream job, it's going well, like my brother is doing well, my mummy is doing well, like it's amazing, but my love life is shit. And I'm like even like terrified of like finding somebody and like being happy, because then I would be happy in all of those aspects. Would you remember the diagram that I did in those previous videos? And also like being healthy, not having any health issues. I'm terrified of all of those things being good, because I feel like, you know, it has to be balanced. And the moment you've got like all of those 4 things like sorted, like family, friends, job, health, love life and stuff, I can't remember everything, then like I would start panicking. So actually right now I'm enjoying it, and I don't actually want to meet anybody right now, because I'm terrified of like what might happen the moment I've got the entire square filled with good things. If that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't, but I'm just scared of that. Yeah.
I'm genuinely like, I'm like, wow, happy. Actually, I saw a quote like many times, like it says that you are thinking in your head, wow, my life is amazing, and then the life says, oh lol, wait a second.
Yeah, that's the one.
And that's literally what has been happening to me like since I came here. Genuinely, like even like when I was like excited about my birthday, yeah, like the first birthday in UK, and I got, you know, friends, I'm gonna, you know, celebrate it, and then ended up with horrible tonsillitis, and on my actual birthday I couldn't even speak and couldn't breathe and like anything. So I'm like terrified. So to be honest, I think one of the reasons why I'm like, you know, developed bulimia, or I'm just treating myself really badly, is because I'm just scared to be happy. I'm scared to be healthy. I'm scared to, you know, be okay, because every second I'm feeling, you know, okay and happy, something horrible happens.
I've got the same mindset still. Yeah.
So that's why I like, even now it's like really, you know, counterproductive. Like I was feeling confident, I was being productive, I was feeling amazing, but then just because I was feeling amazing, I, you know, subconsciously decided to like hurt myself and to like overeat. And
yeah, it's like sabotaging yourself a thing. Is that like a mental health disorder when you are purposely sabotaging yourself because you're terrified of like being happy? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? It must be a thing. I have to do some research about that because I have an issue with it. Yeah, like when you are like purposely sabotaging yourself, it must be a thing, right? Don't tell me I'm the only one who feels that way. I need to do some research. I have to ask my students about this, because like I think it's legit, isn't it? Like there must be some other people feeling this way when they are like, you know, especially when you've got like some self-harm problems or whatever, like, you know, something good happens and you are like, oh my god, happiness, it's scary, so you can like do some shit to yourself just to keep the balance of that. Because I was doing that, so there must be other people doing this as well, right? We need to do some research about it. Yeah.
I'm thinking like, is it me, like, you know,
Okay.
am I doing it, or is it just like destiny just works me out?
I just love it when I say something and she repeats exactly the same. Oh my god, we are connected. Maybe we are the same person.
I'm really scared because it's just
I'm shame, yeah.
2 weeks left. And, you know, I'm scared that something, you know, serious might happen, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we've been waiting so long, and every time you're excited about something, then, you know, something horrible happens.
Yeah. It's my washing machine, if you can hear it. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, I honestly just, I even said that, like, in the previous, like, podcast, that I was really excited for, like, for a month. I was eating healthy and everything was fine, no throwing up, no overeating, like, for a month, and then the rush, like, you know, started again and just crushed me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you.
So hopefully I'll, you know, we'll be able to keep this speaking bit, because when I'm like 40 I can, you know, listen back to it, because
You're not 40, we are 32. Yeah, we changed the number, so it's not 31 anymore, it's 32 right now. But you know, when we are 40, we're gonna watch these videos back. Yeah, that will be fun. Yeah. What?
that would be quite nice. I was actually thinking about like going for a walk. Maybe I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my mint tea to cool down, because mint is apparently good for your digestive system, and just because I'm, you know, a little piece of shit and just, you know, mess everything up, then at least I want to drink that.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Come on. Say something. What you doing?
Like,
Hey.
I don't know, like,
You don't know what you're doing?
I'm feeling like so. No, I'm gonna stop this one and I'm gonna do another one. So yeah, speak to you soon.
Bye. Bye. Voice number 4 done. We've got one done. So we're gonna get to number 5 in the next video. Oh my god, it's going. I just wanted to say that it's going fast, but it's not, because yeah, it takes time because of all of my rambling. Yeah, so that was, yeah, that was lovely. Yeah, should I say some conclusion? Yeah, I am still the same. I can obviously, yeah, see that we've got the same thinking processes. I feel a bit wiser, and my battery is flashing, and we've got 21 minutes, so I'm just gonna charge the battery, and I'm gonna, yeah, continue later on, or maybe not, because the battery is gonna take a long time to charge. But my laundry is ready as well, so I will see you later, alligator. I should take a nap. Yeah, we will see. Okay, so cheerio, see you later, bye.